Last year I read vampire and horror books for a week. We're going to be doing it again this year, but specifically for summerween. So, for this year's TBR for reading vampire books for a week, I have 5 books that I'm going to try to get to, which I think is doable. I have Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. This book is a historical fantasy told in 3 different POVs and 3 different locations. It says it's a story about hunger, love, and rage. It's a story about life, how it ends, and how it starts. I don't know too much about this book. I read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I enjoyed The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I didn't absolutely love it, and it was like a drag at times, which scares me a little bit because this book is much longer than what I remember The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue to be. So that's concerning. I don't know too much about this, but I am really excited to read it. 3 young women, their bodies planted in the same soil, their stories tangled like roots. One grows high and one grows deep and one grows wild, and all 3 of them grow teeth. You've hooked me, honestly. I don't know too much about it, but I was really looking for a fantasy vampire book to read because you guys know this summer I love reading fantasy, especially during summer. Summer and fall, I love fantasy. I think fantasy is just my favorite genre. I was looking specifically for a vampire fantasy to put in this TBR because I will be craving a fantasy book at some point this week. My Roommate is a Vampire, a rom-com. This is a cozy, like, comedic rom-com about this girl who moves into this apartment and starts to notice these weird traits about her roommate, and clearly he's gonna be a vampire. I'm excited to read this one also. I really do think I might read this whole TBR. Lucy Undying. This is a sapphic vampire retelling about one of Dracula's wives that escaped him and falls in love with a woman, from what I'm understanding. Kind of try to go in a little bit blind to all of the books that I read. Very, very different tune from the rest of these books. Salem's Lot by Stephen King. Let's be honest. Let's come to an understanding right now before we get into this vlog and before we start reading these books. If you watched last year's vlog, you already know this. I put the weenie in summer weenie. I'm scared. If you're trying to spook me, I guarantee you will. 9.5 times out of 10. I'm gonna be frightened. This is a Stephen King book. He's attempting to scare you. I have never dibbled and dabbled in Stephen King because of that. Horror, basically a classic in the horror genre. And I know that this book also kind of inspired Sinners, which is my favorite horror movie of all time. And I know that this book inspired a little bit of it, and I really want to give it a chance. This is set in a small New England town. It is set during the summer, so this is a rare novel, almost hypnotic in its unyielding suspense, which builds to a climax of classic terror. So I'm fully prepared to only survive 2 or 3 chapters of this book. The book that I think is going to be our reading plans for today is a book that I have on my Kindle. It wouldn't be a vampire video at this point without reading this book because of how popular this book is now. Bride by Hazelwood. I don't know, girl. One of them is a werewolf, one of them is a vampire, and they have an arranged marriage or a forced marriage to like build an alliance between the 2 communities, something like that. And I'm just kind of in the mood for like a paranormal romance, dark romance vibe. Something I can read really quick, be a little bit giggly. I am about to enjoy my morning coffee and watch some booktube. Pumpkin spice cupcakes / muffins are currently baking. I'm about to make some coffee, believe it or not. It is 9 o'clock, almost 10 o'clock, but Guys, I'm so tired. If it isn't the consequences of my own actions, bro. I did in fact stay up until like 3 o'clock last night. I'm now 70% through Bride. And I know you guys are probably like, girl, where have you been for like the whole book? My camera was on the other side of the room last night. I'm already under 3 covers. My laptop is propped open for my vampire reading ambiance and rain sounds. Physical book open, Kindle sitting next to me charging. I was not getting up out the bed to get the camera. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I wish I wasn't like that lazy. But I deeply appreciate coziness, and once I get to that point of coziness, I'm not getting up out the bed. I am 70% through the book. I have been alternating reading it physically and on my Kindle with my reading ambiance. I'm about to get up and make some coffee and we can chat. I have migrated to the reading chair. I love summer because at least until I get my job, my daily routine consists of waking up, reading for an hour in bed, going to the kitchen, making breakfast, migrating to the reading chair for the foreseeable future, and reading for hours on end, then making dinner or baking, and it's just perfect. It literally feels like fall, which is perfect for me. Like I said, I am 70% into Bride by Hazelwood. I have been alternating reading between my physical and the book on my Kindle because I was quite chilly last night. I wanted to be under the blankets reading, and my Kindle needed to charge. It only charged for 20 minutes and it's at 96%. It won't need another charge for another 2-3 weeks. I love Kindle. I'm really liking this book. I really wasn't expecting what it is. It is genuinely more of a romantasy than like a paranormal romance to me. Well, nah, it is kind of paranormal romance. So this is kind of like a paranormal romance about an arranged marriage between this werewolf named Lo and this vampire named Misery. She is looking for her missing friend, and like at this point, guys, I want to know so bad where Serena is, what happened to her, like what's really going on with that plot. Let me get to where I am. At this point, I want to know so bad where Serena is. I'm really liking the romance. I like the forced proximity. Y'all know I love an arranged marriage. Like a marriage of convenience, arranged marriage, marriage in trouble trope is perfection. I honestly read a good bit yesterday. I read like literally 260 something pages yesterday, so I genuinely need answers to this whole Serena plot. What's really going on and what do they want? Like, where is she? What does whoever took her or whatever want? And how is Misery and everybody else that's related to it? If you read the book, you know who else is related to it. How are all of them connected to it? Like, what's going on? I need answers. Alright, I just got done reading Bride by Hazelwood. This book was good, guys. I think I rated a 3.5 stars. I really enjoy the plot and the characters. I did kind of wish that it was more romancy, because for it to be a paranormal romance, there was like a ton of just like plot stuff going on, like with the mystery of what happened to her sister slash best friend Serena, and like the politics of the vampires and werewolves amongst the humans. It was just a whole lot of outside of the romance. And so when the romance kind of came, it was more towards the like midway point and end of the book. And this book is like 400 pages long. Like by that point, I'm like, girl, I'm too invested in the plot to even care about the romance on the low. But the romance was good. It's just not what I was expecting. I was expecting this to be more romancy than anything. But that's nothing against the book. I did really enjoy this book though, and I do recommend it for if you enjoy reading vampire books. Especially if you probably like books like Twilight. 3.5 stars. We'll see what I end up picking later on tonight after I've binged my booktube and whenever I make my tea. I think I have decided what I want to read tonight. If I'm being really honest with myself, Salem's Lot might be the only book on this list that genuinely may not make it out the chat. If I'm just being 100% honest, it's nothing really personal against Stephen King. I just know his writing style, and the type of writing style that I know King to have tends to put me in a reading slump. And girl, I'm just getting out the grips of one. Like literally, I'm really just now getting out of one. And then also I know that this is like an American horror twist on Dracula, like heavy Dracula influences. America itself is a horror story to me. Just putting that out there so y'all don't get disappointed later on if y'all see I don't read it. But what I have decided to read tonight is Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. I am about to crack this baby open right now and start the first few pages of it. I saw a bunch of reviews on this on Book Talk and just on Goodreads, and the reviews look so good. The quotes within the reviews were good, so I went ahead and got the book on my Kindle through Libby so that I can highlight and stuff. And because when I was reading on my Kindle last night, I really entered total flow state and read like 70% of my book in one sitting. I'm gonna do the same like I did with Bride, alternating from the physical book to the Kindle book. I am going to start reading the first few pages of this right now and then get up to make some chai. I'm on the first page and I already gotta go to the Kindle to add highlights. Guys, it's literally 2 seconds later and I'm 10 pages in and I feel like I've genuinely been sucked into this world. Like, this is gonna hit with my reading ambiance and my tea later. Let me show you guys how I set myself up for literally the most productive reading session ever. Go to YouTube. Like I said, I just found me a reading ambiance that is a vampire rose garden. So you're gonna go to YouTube, find you any ambiance you want, guys. They have so many, especially for the book girlies. They have like fall reading ambiances, bookstore reading ambiance, pirate reading ambiance, The Witcher, Kaer Morhen reading ambiance. Go find you one. Bam, you're gonna find that. If you have a Mac, I don't know if you can really see this because my brightness is up so far. I'm gonna go to your control center. I'm gonna press the ear. You're gonna press background songs. I'm going to do rain. They also have rain on the roof. They also have ocean. If you're doing like the pirate vibe. Like so many to choose from. So I'm gonna do rain. It's full screen the reading ambiance. And then I'll start reading. Because of the fact that these reading ambiance are like 2 to 11 hours long, I can go literally all night. I can go all night listening to them and reading my book. I'm about to go retrieve my cardigan and start making my tea. Okay guys, I took a mini break to watch a couple of episodes of The Witcher. I'm on season 3 now. It's getting crazy. I don't even know what to say. Like, I've only been watching it for like maybe a week and some change. It's getting literally insane. Now I'm about to get in the bed and cuddle up with my reading ambiance and all of that. You know, the usual. And read a couple of chapters of I did end up starting a crochet project this morning. I'm basically making this scrap yarn blanket, and this is the kind of color scheme I'm going for, like the muted, colorful fall colors vibe. So that's really cute, and that's something I'm going to be working on throughout my summerween vlogs. Adding just a little bit every day. Okay guys, I have just gotten out the shower and done washing my hair. I also made my little chai latte for the night. Not gonna sip her yet because she's too hot. Clearly she's still steaming, but I made my chai latte for the night. I did do another row of my crochet. It's just coming out to be so cute so far. I'm really trying to stop crocheting so that I can really read my book, but between crocheting today and watching Larry reads, I've barely done any reading today. So I really need to lock in right and try to get some of this book read. I'm now like 33 pages into the book, and we're starting to get into like the sapphic relationship and the sapphic plot, which I'm here for. What? I kind of knew it, but what? I've moved to my Kindle because there's just too many quotes that I am like wanting to underline that I genuinely cannot read the library book right now. I need to underline these quotes. So I migrated to my Kindle. My tea came out so good today. Life is so good. Like, guys, just keep going, guys. Like, life is so good, I promise. Guys, this book is so good. Like, I'm literally not even 50 pages in and I'm starting to get the 5-star feeling. It's not crazy to say that. It's not crazy to say that. Be sure. Let me find out, girl. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys have ever read The Sirens or Wayward by Amelia Hart, but this book just radiates the energy of those books, and those books are 5 and 4.5 star reads for me. Like, I love those books so much. Anything Amelia Hart writes along the same veins as those books, I'm gonna read and I'm gonna eat up in the span of a day, literally. And this book, that's what this book reminds me of. I've been trying to put my finger on it. That's what this book reminds me of. So if you like those books, I'm currently 157 pages into Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. So I'm 207 pages into the book, almost 40%. I'm wondering where this book is going from here now, because they're doing everything. They're feeding. We've already gotten the sapphic lesbian undertones, and I'm just like, okay, I've gotten everything that I've signed up for. What could possibly be happening in the next 300 pages? So I'm about to move to the physical book now, just because I'm in the mood to read physically and read a little bit more, see where we go from here. This is how far I am in the book for a physical depiction. I'm definitely going to try to grind out this book today. Okay guys, here's my thing with this book. Once I hit about page like 120, the 5-star feeling started to die away, because like I said, the vampires are already here. The book is long as hell. Please, bro. The book is 500 pages, and the past like 80 pages has just been vampires killing people. You're losing me. Like, I can't. And then the vampires, like, backstory is not like tragic enough for them to just be these heartless murderers. So I'm like, I get it. I know what vampires are and what they do, but I just don't like vampire stories like that, where they're just like ruthless, murderous creatures with no real plot going on. And that's how this book is starting to feel now. And it's been feeling that way for like the past 80 pages to 100 pages, and it's getting kind of redundant and repetitive. Like, the characters just learning how to kill people in different ways. Like, where's the toxic lesbian vibes? Nobody's in a relationship. Like, nobody has the significant other. Like, I thought there was going to be like toxic sapphic vibes in this book, and there has been just a sprinkle of that, but the characters don't even know each other for it to be toxic. It's just like one night stand vibes. No shade. I'm ready for it to move on from this like murderous rampage the characters are going on, especially in Maria's POV. Like, I'm really sick of it. Like, I really hate to see her character coming. And like, she genuinely, her backstory was like, oh, not tragic, devastating, like, for her to be this way. And then all of the victims are like really nice people. Like, I'm like really getting deeply irritated by this. So V Schwab, wrap it up, girl. Like, what's all of this? What's all of this? I'm not even halfway through the book. I'm starting to get tired of Alice's background. Like, I really don't care. Like, her background is so boring to me. Like, her origin story is even more boring than Maria's. Okay, spoilers for, not even really big spoilers, it's just part of what Alice's background is. If you don't want to hear it, like, skip ahead so you don't get spoiled. The whole plot with her sister not liking her stepmom, who cares, son? Who cares? Like, okay, first, the one chapter about it, cool. Every time we get in Alice's POV, we're talking more and more about her sister not liking her stepmom. Baby, I really don't care. I just really don't. I'm like starting to be halfway through it now, and I'm so low-key contemplating DNFing it, which is crazy, going from a 5-star feeling to wanting to DNF it. And the 5-star feeling that I had at the beginning of the book is part of the reason why I'm like wanting to thug it out, because maybe all of this is for something that I'll end up finding out at the end of the book. Who knows? But oh my god. Okay, I'm now on page 319. I'm not gonna hold you up. I did skim a little bit of the past. Around like the 200 page mark where I was complaining and whatnot, I skimmed some of that until like page 250, because we're literally waffling on and on, guys. This book genuinely probably could be 100 pages shorter. We're literally waffling on and on, but now it's picking back up and getting more interesting, so hopefully it's gonna be more interesting from here on out. Y'all reading Lottie's POV. Sabine would have got me. Oh my god! Like, I hate reading a book where I wouldn't have been no different from the main character. Like, especially when it's a scary book or like a thriller or something. I would have been God. I'm so irritated right now. I can't. I'm now 401 pages into the book, and it is getting back good. It's actually getting back really good. Glad I thugged it out. This is how far I am into it now. Okay, vlog. I'm back with my sugar cookie cold brew. My hair is still looking how it look. No shade. Let me close the door because I am getting scared right now. Guys, I swear I do eat. Actually, I was just about to say, what have I eaten today? But I did eat today. Joke's on you. But I swear I do eat. I just be eating off vlog, off video. That's good. I'm about 500 pages into the book now. Last 10%. I think I'm gonna read the rest physically. Well, as y'all saw, I finished reading Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. I've got to let this one digest. That was a lot. I don't even know what to say, guys. Like, I don't even feel like I'm satisfied. Like, I feel satisfied by the ending, but in the sense that it's one of those endings that still leave you like wounded, like you're not fully healed from the ending after such a traumatic story. After such a traumatic story, I still like, I'm hurting from this ending. I don't even know what to say right now. I literally don't even know what to say. One thing I can tell you though is we'll definitely be moving on to a little silly little rom-com. I can tell you that much right now. It won't be giving the other book that I was planning on reading on my Kindle. I can't right now. Maybe after this little silly break in the serious program. I don't even know if I'm ready to talk about this yet, guys. I might just have to do a final wrap up and talk about this book, because I think overall, my thoughts off the top of my head, I would probably give this book a 3.5 or 4-star rating. It was good. I feel like it was entirely too long. Let's start there. It could have been 100 pages shorter. The like middle section of the book where it was just Maria going on the killing rampage, we didn't need all that. I'm so sorry. I know it was pretty developmental to the story, but I feel like we could have still gotten the gist of what V. Schwab was trying to explore with the vampires and humanity and all of that without the graphic, like, heartless killing. Even though that was the point, I get it. It just started to get redundant, repetitive, just be too much. Like, the story's heavy enough without all that. Please. Otherwise, though, beautiful, beautiful story. The beginning and the end without that part, I'm telling you now, it was like so well paced, like so quick paced too. Like, I was gripped at the neck at the beginning and I was gripped at the neck at the end. It was just the middle part that dragged out to me. Beautiful, beautiful quotes. within this book. I think I'm gonna give it a 4-star. Beautiful quote. I mean, V. Schwab's writing style is just like so lush and detailed. I'm about to pull up the Kindle and read some quotes to you. No spoilers, of course. This book is so much about like feminism through the eras. I mean, you're racing from basically the 1500s to the 2010s. So much about humanity and morality and like the emotions that make us human. This is a very, okay, hear me out. I feel like this is a book for sensitive souls for a couple of reasons. It's just so much about the exploration of human emotion. I don't really have the words to explain it right now. I'm definitely going to yap about it more in my reading wrap up for the month probably. But reading from Charlotte's POV, please. I can't read this right now. Like, I can't. There were a couple really big plot twists that were like, there's a quote within the book that says, "Death is a kind of freedom after all." It explores like themes like that, themes of death versus immortality, like how a long life just starts to rot away the things that make you human, and how that's the curse of being a vampire, being some type of immortal creature, is that the things that made you human, that made you enjoy life, are slowly but surely rotting away and turning you into a monster. All things are touched by time, and we are no exception. Where others rot without, we rot within. We are hollowed bit by bit as all that made us human dies. Our kindness, our empathy, our capacity for fear and love. One by one they slow away until all that is left is the desire to hunt, to hurt, to feed, to kill. That is how we die, made reckless by our hunger. Convinced we are unkillable until someone or something proves us wrong. What am I reading? And I genuinely have never been a person that is like, oh my god, I really want to live a long time, or I really want, like, I never, when we were in grade school and we were learning about like how different civilizations just were fiending for immortality, what y'all on about? It's nothing about life that gives I want to live forever. I'm so sorry. It's gotta end at some point. I never understood immortality. I never understood the desire for it. I never understood like people trying to find the fountain of youth and all of that. Never got it. It's gotta wrap it up at some point, in my humble opinion. I never understood that. And then another one that's kind of exploring the same thing that I was talking about. Live long enough and things begin to rot. Compassion, affection, humility, care. They drop away like petals till all that's left is stem and thorn. Hunger and the urge to hunt. In a way, I suppose it's all rather poetic. The grudging mortality of all the things that made us human. I feel like that was like the biggest theme of this book. Oh my god. It was such a good book. Like I said, I feel like without that middle part, and it's irritating me so bad that the middle part exists, because I genuinely feel like without that middle part, at least like 50 pages shorter, taking some of the middle out, this might have been a 5-star read for me. But because like I felt like once we got here to maybe about here, that's literally 100 pages. I'm telling you, without these 100 pages, this would have been a 5-star read for me. But because that 100 pages exists, you can't ignore the 100 pages. I mean, it's there. I'm glad I thugged it out and got through that middle part, though, because the ending to me was basically as good as the beginning. I feel like empty and hollow and just like, I need to stare at a wall for the next 10 minutes after reading this. Alright, writing session over. I am getting a tap hungry. I can't lie. I'm here to start My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine. Let's get into it. I'm excited for this because I really do need something just cute, fun, and giggly after this last read. So let my Goodreads know that I'm starting the book. This might be dangerous, y'all. You know you can't really get on your phone when you try to read because it's a downward spiral. Tastes like the heavens just cracked open and poured down. I don't know if it's the next day or a full day later. It is 9 p.m. guys. Nature called. Nature did in fact call. It is in fact that time of the month. I'm not in the mood. I have finished reading My Roommate is a Vampire. In the meantime, while I've been in and out of sleep, I've finished reading My Roommate is a Vampire. I think I'm gonna give this book 3 stars. I liked it, but I didn't love it. And yeah, I really don't have anything to say. It's a romance to lovers, and the roommate is a vampire. I liked it, didn't love it. I'm kind of sad because none of the books in this video has been like an absolute banger. Like last year's reading vampire books for a week video, I think I had like 2 5 stars. Yeah, I had like 2 or 3 5 stars. I have not scratched a 4-star yet, guys. Like, come on. I am currently reading Blood on Her Tongue. I'm not 30% through this book. This one is more of a horror also not giving 5-star vibes. Anyway, as of right now, I'm going to continue reading Blood on Her Tongue and wrap up this vlog, girl. After this book, I'm done. I'm tired of reading vampire books. I'm ready to move on to my other books on my summerween TBR. Those are my updates, guys. Like, I'm so sorry I'm like giving miserable right now because, but luckily I'm not being paid.